Oh man, I'm beginning to feel like street news. I am beginning to feel like the news for the streets because my people aren't watching the news enough. And by my people I mean poor people everywhere. You know what I mean? That's who I represent. That's who I'm about. That's who I'm about trying to lift from their position because we're the smarter ones. There is no doubt in my mind that we're the elite. There is no doubt whatsoever that we're the elite. Hold on one second. You know what I mean? But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about. I was just watching a video from the Jim Dory show, and man, I had to make sure I looked up what he said to make sure I was hearing correctly, and that he was actually like being like speaking about a speaking about something that was recent. And good Lord Almighty, was it recent than ever? Yesterday in the paper, April 26th, in I suppose it's an article in the New Yorker, but you can Google it. It said former U.S. President Barack Hussein Obama is to be paid $400,000 to make one speech at an event at a healthcare conference organized by a Wall Street firm by the name of Cantor Fitzgerald. I'll repeat that again. Former U.S. President Barack Hussein Obama is to be paid $400,000 to make one speech at a healthcare conference organized by the Wall Street firm Cantor Fitzgerald. Now, my peoples, man, I know some of y'all love Barack, man. I know some of y'all are just drunk on Barack Kool-Aid. I get it. It's, yo, trust me, I was touched too to have a black president. It's, I think you know what, I didn't do a full video on this. I am going to do a video of his presidency because he really didn't do nothing for us. He didn't do nothing for black people. He didn't do nothing for poor white people. He was just like any other any other president. Kind of like what Trump sold. He's the Sandman. That's what I'm going to start calling these presidents. They're the Sandmen. They sell us dreams, whether it's poor whites like Trump did or how Barack did. They sell us dreams and we fall for it. Hook, line, isn't that how Biggie used to do it? Sinker. That's what your vote counts for. Man, yo, these dudes are all corrupt. And you know what? I make a lot of videos against the conservatives and the Republicans, but yo, they are not alone. The whole system is corrupt, and this is just another video, and that's what I made this video for, to highlight that fact for you, that it doesn't matter who you vote for. Both parties are taking you with no Vaseline. Over the last 40 years, it is not conservative Republicans or conservatives and Republicans who have destroyed this country. It is not Democrats and liberals who have destroyed this country. It's all the whole spectrum of politicians. All of them. They're all in it together. There is no enemy. They are not against each other. While we're out here fighting each other, did you guys not see the picture of Trump and Bill and Hillary, all those laughing pictures? Like, this is all a game. I told you, we're in a soap opera. The country is a soap opera, like the universe itself is a game. It's all, and just like there's a microcosm of the game being played in the country, that process is going on in the cosmos. It's all an illusion. The universe being, nature being the most important problem that we have to solve. The country, it's kind of very easy to figure out. George Carlin, all the way back, all the philosophers all the way back to Jesus have told you what's going on with the countries. It has not changed. It's the very same fundamental workings that's going on, called divide and conquer, keep you stupid, and they just go ahead and rape you for your money. And that's the word I'm going to use, man, because that's what this is. People, this man looked at black people getting shot down in the street and called the dudes in Baltimore thugs. I'm not fool. You know what? Any dude that knows me knows that when a black dude comes around me, if you're not cool, I don't want around you. If you're white and you come around me, if you're not cool, I don't want around you. Like, I don't care what color you are. I hate everybody equally. Like, if you don't earn your way of showing me some kind of coolness, nah, man, I don't want nothing to do with you. And y'all just fell for the Kool-Aid. Oh, if like a cop can shoot your kids down in the street, but as long as a couple of slang words, but he ain't that bad. He is kind of cool. You know what I mean? He knows our words. You know what I mean? Barack comes on by, sounds like a preacher. Oh, let me tell you, I'm gonna raise and make change tonight. Ha! Oh, yeah. Hillary, I want you to run my country next. Can I get an amen? Oh, I hate Donald Trump, but we're partying tonight. Bring Melania with. I'm gonna leave Michelle at home. She's not with this kind of party. Any honest person is killed. That's my barometer for an honest politician. Lincoln, did civil rights happen to free black people? No. But obviously Lincoln was doing something right, or they wouldn't have killed him. Same with JFK. Did he invade Cuba? The Bay of Pigs or whatever? Yes. He had some messed up things going on. I don't think JFK is all innocent because of his speech that he made. You know what I mean? Because of his one speech. Because as we can see, it's easy to get a guy to make a speech. And especially don't forget who JFK made that speech to. The very corrupt media that bombards all of us with stupidity all day. Man, I love me some Angela Rye, man, but this calls into question everything. I was really, really hoping that there was some kind of mistake going on here, but somebody pointed out a very important point in this. Hillary Clinton only got $200,000 for her street speeches. Once again, patriarchy, man love. Let's cross swords. Let's cross swords. That's patriarchy for you. It's two men pulling their penises and playing with each other. That's patriarchy. That's the system of patriarchy. Men who love to pull out their, you know what I mean, and start playing with themselves. That's patriarchy for you. So not only are they like paying Barack Obama $400,000 at a healthcare conference, like Barack really cares about your health. Don't forget, one out of you two men, every out of every two men, one of you will get cancer. You have to go get radiation treatment in an American hospital. And I'm talking about U.S. citizens. That's happening to you, dog. That's happening to you, sir. And out of three women. So Barack could care less about your health. This man was bombing 7 countries. 7 countries. You know what? There's something that you guys seem to have forgotten. That there was a little girl somewhere out west, I want to say southwest somewhere, that took the whole summer to diagram the genealogy of all the presidents, and only one was found not to be traced back to a monarch from England. I'll look up the monarch for you because this is important stuff. I don't want you guys to think that, oh, Jason, you're making all of this stuff up. But I'm telling you, man, we are in the whole, what we call a nation is a soap opera. The whole thing is just a soap opera. I know a soap opera when I see one. I watch one with my mom for like summers at a time. I know a soap opera when I see one. Like, it's the same thing happening over and over again. And like It's like no one, everyone's forgotten the definition of insanity. But a weird one I hear. Thank you for the compliment, by the way, my friend. Because I don't want to be normal. Normal seems to mean being stupid. So I'm good on being stupid. I'd rather be weird and highly intellectual than normal. And because normal means coward. Normal means you're a sheep. Normal means I just follow along. Normal means I conform. Guess what, man? I don't need no flag for you to see that I rebel. You see how that happens? I'm an action. You know what I mean? I see something wrong, I figure out, what's wrong here? Something's not right. But anyway, let's figure out, what was it? Is it a doctrine? What's the all presidents? I'm typing it in Google. I like to talk while I'm writing stuff out. Plus, it's good for you too to hear what I'm typing while I'm typing it in. All presidents related to, is it King John? Let's find out. Most royal candidate. No. They say it's King John, but I want to find out the little girl. I want to make sure she gets her credit, because this little girl, and I told you, we're all intelligent. This girl was like 13. She came up with this theory. Where is she at? Little girl, 12-year-old girl. She was 12 years old, and figured out that all presidents except one are related to a dude named King John. Let me tell you her name, because I want to make sure that you can go and look her up. Her name is Brigitte d'Avignon. It's a French last name, and it's got like G next to the N, so work with me. Brigitte d'Avignon. By the way, that's a sick last name, by the way. I love that. She did a genealogy of all the presidents, and they all trace back to a British king named King John, and he was the dude who was the last monarch that signed the Magna Carta, which basically dissolved the monarchy. Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but remember my theory. Remember my whole philosophy is that there are two extremes to a balanced spectrum. So on one hand, you have conspiracies, these really happen, and then you have conspiracy theories, excuse me. So you have conspiracies and conspiracy theories. That does not mean they do not run along the same continuum. What it really is saying is we need to realize that the same force controls the conspiracies. The same force that does the conspiracies are also the one who are putting forth the conspiracy theories. One is made to discredit the having you that there are no conspiracies being done by the powerful forces that control the world, which are only 85 people, by the way, the 85 richest people, the lowest, financially lowest 3.5 billion of us in a world of 7 billion people. Or are we at 8 billion by now? Who knows? But the point here is a 12-year-old girl took her whole summer and traced all the presidents except one. And my man was from Dutch. He was from the Netherlands. I forgot what his name was. But all the president but one. What is dude's name? Because I want to make sure that this dude, Van Buren. Van Buren is the only president that does not trace back to this one monarch of King John that signed the Magna Carta, which was to dissolve monarchy and allow what we have now, these political establishments, where basically the bourgeois class is running everything, the rich land property owners. That's what's going on, man. The same repeating process. Remember, simple yesterday, same process happening today, only more complex. The more things change, the more they stay the same. We are still under a feudal system. We are still under monarchy. We are still under tyranny. Welcome to it. Welcome to reality. Like, it's all crooked. That's what's really going on. This is no conspiracy theory. I mean, it all traces together and connects together. Barack Obama is taking $400,000 to make one speech. That's beyond outlandish. When he knows what the average salary is for like most of the country. And I love how most of you love to pretend like you're not poor. That's the funniest part to me, man. Like, this man is making $400,000 to say a speech, an hour long, in his oratory bullshit. Excuse me. I'm so, like, I don't want to, like, curse, man, but I am so upset about this. Like, it's up to us. All we got is each other. You guys need to shake out the cobwebs out of your head. The ones that make sense, because for real, we're not going to reach everybody. Some people are just born to be idiots. Some people are just born to be followers. Some people are born to be sheep. In fact, shoot, I was talking to a guy today that was telling me that he's basically born to be sheep. Oh man, this is just the way life is, and this is the way I just need to be. Sorry, man, not me. Ask my mom. I'm just a born rebel. I cannot just go with just someone can't just tell me what to do and me not question it. That's how I've been since I was born. I just cannot go with what someone tells me unless they got some kind of proof or some kind of reasoning behind it. I just don't follow along. Man, this dude is so crooked, man. And I knew something was wrong when his own brother came from Kenya. Remember, Trump brought him on Fox News. His brother comes from Kenya and said, that's not the guy I know, man. They wouldn't even let him in the White House. Like, a few feet within the White House is all he was allowed to go. Barack did that to his own brother from Kenya, man. You're the president of the United States. The man was still living in a hut. He was still living in a hut. He said, that's not the guy I know. That's not Barack that I know, the community organizer, the young, passionate community organizer. That's what he was back in the day, a community organizer. Let's not forget, this guy was a senator for 3 years. That was his experience. You know what I mean? What did he get done? What did he get done? Oh, well, he stopped police shootings, or he put checks and balances on the cops from use. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the video of that cop running, the suspects on the ground. They got him already. One guy got his foot in his back, and they're there like down, and the other guy just comes out of nowhere and just soccer kicks him. Trump has already began unwinding all those things. And listen, you think Barack's not in on that? That's what's been going on this whole time. That's why I know they're in it together. When slavery was abolished, boom, then came Jim Crow. Those politicians already knew that they were going to free black people then. You know what I mean? It's no coincidence that the Appalachian Mountain, or the whole range, has been a human society of poverty since the Whiskey Rebellion. Everyone's just dismissing this all to coincidence. It is no coincidence that West Virginia, one of the most stereotyped places for stupid white Americans. I didn't come up with that. That's other white people that came up with that. Just like I'm not the one who calls Polacks dumb. That's other white people who come up with that. You know what I mean? Like, excuse me, I'm feeling uncomfortable in my nose. But this dude, like, this isn't a conspiracy, man. This is look at the facts all together. What do you get? It's an easy picture to form, just like this 12-year-old did. The conspiracy is against us. We are conspired against. But remember, the government and the people, the government does not work for the people. That's the perception that you're given. The government works for the government. And really, they exist as a mechanism, a control mechanism, controlled by the rich. I'm telling you, there always a nuclear threat, never a nuclear war. Always a nuclear threat, never a nuclear war. They call war is home invasion, basically. If someone did it to your house, it would be called a home invasion. But because we do it to another country, we call it a war. You know what I mean? An invasion. We invade people's countries, take their resources, and kill their people. I posted a video yesterday showing the Gaza Strip. If it doesn't look like hell on earth, I don't know what is. But that's supported by Christians. Christians who love to visit Israel, but ignore what's going on in Gaza Strip, where the average age of those 1.8 million people is 17 years old. More than half the people there are young people, living without clean water, barely any electricity, and they're talking about these people are firing rockets in Israel? No, Israel is firing rockets in Israel. Let's be serious about that. In order to justify their heinous acts against these poor people who only have dust and sand to make a living with. You're all sadists, man. That's it. You're all sadists. You claim that you're so moral, but you're the most immoral, and got the nerve to judge people like me and people. You people, you know what? I'm so glad that there's a God. That's all I know. I am so glad that there's a God. When you, I can't wait. I wish I could Facebook Live what's going to happen to you. I wish I could Facebook Live what happens to you when God gives you that. I'm going to be so happy when the baby boomers and your religion goes with you. To think that, oh, Jesus loves the little children. Yeah, right. Suffer the little children. I always wondered, what the heck does that line mean in the Bible? Suffer the little children that come unto me. They could never make sense of it to me. Or that picture of Saturn eating his son. That's what you people are doing, man. You don't care about your kids. You're killing them. You're setting them up for failure. We're in a zero-sum game, and you know it. Chemicals going in the water supply. I just seen a video on Chernobyl. Chernobyl's still releasing radiation. Then you got that one nuclear power plant over in Japan, still leaking radiation. What do we still do? Still making nuclear power plants. Aren't we an intelligent species? Like I'm telling you, I don't know what else to do, but I'm just going to keep saying something. That's it. All I can do is just keep bringing you the truth. There is no conspiracy theory. There is a conspiracy. No respect for the bullies. Salute to the brave and to the underdogs.